Hello, hello. It's me again in this Sunday evening here. I just feel like coming out and just kind of talking to someone a little bit. Because for me, I recently learned about this term called love bombing, and I want to talk about it. Because I've also experienced it, and I thought it was just the sweetest person in the world. So, ladies, let us talk. I have something. Let us talk about the red flags in relationship, in particularly love bombing. When someone's come at you so hard, they're the nicest person 24/7. They want to be with you. They want to talk to you non-stop. All the time they're on top of you, and you think, oh my God, this person is so loving. Big mistake. Big mistake, because guess what? There's boundary. That person has a life, you have a life, and there should be distance. You take time to know someone in a healthy way. I never know the term. I'm just learning about that when I started doing therapy. And therapy was necessary for me. We need to have a honest conversation about, healing, knowing your worth, your value, and stuff like that. And be okay with being alone. Love being by yourself. Tell yourself, no man, for a little while. Let me work on me. Let me heal. Let me be the best version of myself. So I know, to be honest, until that girl reads Risa Tisa or whatever, I did not know the term love bombing. Especially, this thing can happen so more so in the church, where you're thinking, okay, I'm finding someone who is a Christian, and you expect that person to have a certain value. But remember, not everyone that goes to church is a Christian. Some persons can talk the talk and they can do the Christian act, but not everybody is Christian. And I'm not saying that we don't all make mistakes, because guilty, I am the first one to say I've made many mistakes. But don't bypass the red flags just because the person is going to church. I would say, before going into a relationship, know what you are, know what is out there, know what it is to find a good man, and more than so, know who you are and what you deserve. And never give too much in a relationship. Never give too much, because once you start giving too much, you're taken for granted. You're not loved because you give a lot. You think that, okay, I'd be appreciated. They may say it, but at the end of the day, they do not appreciate you. When you give too much in relationship, then you're taken for granted, because you become common. You understand? You become common, and you're always there. So there's no respect for you anymore. And some of the time we give too much because of our attachment style. Some of us have attachment issues. You understand? We anxious. You want to hold on to this thing, especially when you were love bombed, because it feels good. This person love you. They love you. They love you, right? They love you so much, and I've experienced that more than one time. And they love you, and you want back that. That is what you want. That part of the relationship that feels so good, and then you anxiously attach to it. You anxiously attached to the relationship. But we have to get to a place where we learn healthy attachment. And while learning healthy attachment, we learn about our values and what we will take from what we won't take. You understand? And even when it hurts, you're willing to walk away. Don't send the million long texts and why, and explain, and hoping for explanation, for explanation, and you want to know why, what happened, those kind of things. And that you have men who have anxious attachment issues too, but I'm really talking to the ladies, you understand? And you want closure. You want closure in a like a proper kind of way. Don't expect it. Somebody said, I followed this man, and he said, it's as if a snake bite you, And instead of you attending to the wound, you're chasing the snake, wanting to know, snake, why did you bite me? The snake is doing what he's supposed to do. He let out his venom already and he's gone. You're not gonna get an answer from the snake, right? His venom is out and he's gone, probably looking for somebody else to bite. So it hurt, that bite hurt, but tend to it. Heal it, because going after the snake, you're just gonna poison your whole body, and you won't get the healing you need. You won't get the answer from the snake, because a snake does what it does. It bites and it lets out venom. So ladies, I want you to share your experience with me in the chat. How you have healed. Have you discovered your attachment style? Is it healthy? Is it anxious? And I'm sure there are many more that we don't know. And don't be afraid though to love passionately, to give, but to the right person. You understand? Test the waters. I'm gonna be a little bit personal. I was with someone once, and the person would send me a million love songs. I have a whole playlist with the person's name to it. Song. I'm thinking about you 24/7. You're the sweetest, you're the sweetest, you're the nicest 24/7. You understand? Those usually end up to be the worst, because those are usually persons who are broken themselves. They too have a kind of irregularity in their brain. People who who are not monkey branch. That was the ending of that relationship, monkey branching. But that's not what I'm talking about. People who normally love bomb, something is wrong with them. Usually there are people who can't sit with themselves. They can't be single. They always have to be in a relationship, and they usually love monkey branch. That means they don't end a relationship, and when they end relationship, they end it nasty, and they end it like cowards. They usually what you call it now, ghost, or do things like that. Yeah, and they never normally end it well. But when you are secure in who you are and you have healthy attachment, you move on, and you know it's not about you, it's about them, right? And another thing too, I'm going to warn ladies, you see how a man talk about his ex? He's going to talk about you the same way. How, mark it in your head, how is he talking about his ex? And how is the relationship with he and all his ex? And is he holding on a little bit to like little woman? And you understand, watch how a man operates and how he talks to his ex. And if a relationship ends where you were part of it and you see something nasty, I experienced that. I experienced a man call his ex bitch in front of me, and I continued in the relationship. And it almost ended the same way. I wasn't called a bitch, but it all ended where I was the villain in the story for that person. And what do you think the cycle is gonna be? What is the cycle gonna be for a relationship like this? So let us talk about healthy attachment and normalize healing. Okay, let us normalize healing. Okay, guys. So guys, I'm gonna call you guys my partaker fam. So let us not be afraid to take part, take space in the world, because we are meant to partake. Let us normalize healing. We're going to partake in our own healing, in our faith. We're going to step into what is meant to be for us, and we're going to definitely take up space in this world. But we have to be whole. We have to be whole. And let me tell you something. The enemy and people depend on silence. You understand? So ladies, share how, if you're healing, if you're hurting, and how you're going about it. Don't sit, don't pine, don't go after the snake. Tend to your wound and go seek professional help if you're hurting. And if you are healed and you are growing, let me know how you have done it so we can grow and heal together. You know? Okay, then partaker fam, let's partake in this. Like and share and comment.